Hello, and welcome to the special preview presentation of the new range of Air Niugini cabin crew uniforms. In the program, you will see designs that are part of Air Niugini's rebranding strategy. Air Niugini customers will start to see the new uniforms worn by cabin crew in flight in October 2010. 2010 has indeed been a significant year for Air Niugini, and the following video shows just a few recent events.
And every time when I'm abroad, I take great pleasure in seeing the plumes of Air Niugini. It reminds me that I am one step closer to home.
By September this year, we will have 20 aircraft in our operation. It is almost 100% increase of the fleet compared to January 2006.
In Air Niugini, we've created almost 400 new jobs since 2006, bringing the estimated staff numbers up to 1,700 employees at this present time.
I do believe that Air Niugini is one of the windows to the outside world, and it also provides the avenue for our people to see other parts of this blessed nation of ours.
The most notable feature of this destination program is the family membership. So this is one of the important things in our Melanesian society, that not only me, I have my line behind me, right? So that the line below you can also bring it.
I am confident that the destination's loyalty program will encourage more Air Niugini customers to see more of our wonderful country.
On the same token, I give due praise to our airline for its safety record thus far. And I hope it stays like that for many years to come yet.
Thank you for your presence this evening as we welcome and celebrate the arrival of this Boeing 767-300ER aircraft. With additional aircraft in our fleet, we are confident this will provide operational flexibility for both our passengers and cargo movement on the international sector.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me tonight to be here to witness the arrival of Air Niugini's additional 767-300ER aircraft to Papua New Guinea. Another brand new aircraft will arrive in September. This is a major improvement to our Papua New Guineans who can fly in a brand new aircraft. And it's also pleasant to note our own pilots and the people who brought an engineer brought the aircraft all the way from Abu Dhabi, 14 hours, and something that is exciting and thrilling for me especially, because when I was criticized for spending money on Air Niugini, 130 million, out of 130 million we have 4 new additional aircraft, and particularly Boeing 767 are here. So our critics, swallow your pride, come along with us. Fly Air Niugini.
I am sure you enjoyed those highlights of Air Niugini's year so far. Shortly, you will see another highlight with a new range of uniforms modeled by our very own cabin crew. Among them, we are proud to have Air Niugini's longest-serving flight attendant, Esther Sapulai. Esther joined Air Niugini way back in 1975, along with her colleague, Olga Apelis, and we now present this short video as a tribute to their 35 years of continual service, not only to the airline, but to our traveling public.
I was recruited back in Manus. That's where I come from. And we were in school when this lady came in. Her name is Adrian Paris. And we were in the playing field, we were playing sports when they said, anybody that is interested, that in those days we use hostess. Anybody who's interested to become a hostess, go to the track now. The school track will be leaving for the guest house in Momoti. The ladies are there to interview you guys. So there were about 4 of us. We ran for the truck and we got on and head for Momoti Airport because that's where the guest house was. And when we got there, we saw this Czech staff who is from Rabaul. Her name is Helen. And Adrian Paris, who's our superintendent. She's an expatriate lady. So they interviewed us. They asked us, how old are you? So we said, I told them I'm 16 and I'll be turning 17. And they said, no, you girls are too young to join. So it was unsuccessful. They just told us that you have to wait until you are 18 and then you can join the airline. So we said, okay, thank you. So they took us back to school. After the school, they sent us back home. So I was just thinking, am I going to get this up? But they already told us, so I had no idea that I was going to be a flight attendant. And we didn't have any telephones or anything like that. So they had to put, when Air Niugini accepted me to be with them, I couldn't believe it because I was underage at that time. So they said, Esther Sapulai, you have to make your way to town. This is on the radio Manus. It was not telephone. Said you have to make your way to town and you pick up your ticket and you're flying off to become a flight attendant. And it was a shock to me. And at the time, my father was in town, you know, he went to town to sell his crops because that's how, you know, for school fees. And my mother said, you cannot go. And I said, no, I'm going. I have to go. So I said, no, you cannot. You cannot be a flight attendant or a hostess. You're going to die because if you go on the plane, you're going to die. And I said, no, but I want to go. So I disobeyed her, got on the boat, you know, those banana boat. I got in and I got to town and my father was waiting there. Where do you think you're going? I said, I'm leaving. And he said, no, I take you back home and say goodbye to Mom before. I said, no, I'm leaving. I might miss my chance. So I made off. He just said goodbye to me and I came here. When I arrived to Port Moresby, it was like, I looked around and I still have that photo. It's an ID card. I have it with me. You won't believe it if you see it. The face, the hair, But I can remember at the time that I was getting checked. You see, we do in-flight training, and after that, we have to be checked out by check staff. So that day, I was supposed to be checked. So I came back to Port Moresby so that a check staff can take me on board to check me. And I remember it very well that when I got on that plane, it was the F-27, and Jenny Koya, who is already left Air Niugini, was my check staff. We got in, we had 23 passengers, and we took off from here, and as we were just about to level out, the captain called her and said, prepare your passengers. We're going to have an emergency because the undercarriage cannot go down. So what came in my mind, I said then, I was so scared that, why did I join this? You know, my mother told me I shouldn't be here. And when she came down, we had already put all our passengers in order, like overweighing, and you know, we sort them all out, and we sat down now to just wait for what the captain has to say. So I turned around to her, I looked at her, at Jenny, and she looked at me, and she said, I don't mind. Whatever happens, I don't mind. I said, but I do, because, you know, I'm only new. Oh, so I said, well, that's not very encouraging. Anyway, I just sat down until we landed, and we just got stuck on they did the manual to get down the undercarriage, so they put it down, we just stopped on the runway. And we had to get towed back to the terminal. And when we got there, guess what I did? I got out, got my bag. They said, we're going to fix the aircraft and you're still going to go to Leh and Manus overnight. So I got my bag, I came out, and they said, the aircraft is ready for you to take off. I said, no, I'm not going. I said, I'm not going. And my boss, that expatriate lady, came down and said, come on, Esther, my dear, let's go. She carried my bag. Esther, my dear, let's go. And I said, no, I'm not going. You'll be okay. So she took my bag, actually carried my bag, and took me to that aircraft. So I went on, and I was not confident, but anyway, we did made it, took off, and we overnighted in Manus, where I come from. If you're really interested to become a flight attendant, then you have to really commit yourself. You have to really commit yourself and put your job first. This job is not easy because anytime you can be called up. Anytime they can call you out to come out and do a flight, so you have to be prepared for that. I think the airline helped me a lot, groomed me, did everything for me. Besides other things, but I think they did look after me because with the job, I took care of my parents. And I gave them what they want. I pleased them. My parents are not here now, but I can sit down and say, I have done what I did.
I'm from Duke of York Island. It's a small island. It's a small island out of actually Kokopo now, and it's about 25 minutes by a banana boat. I joined Air Niugini when Mrs. Robinson, that European, it's our boss. It's a cabin superintendent that you used to call her.